Have you touched any drugs?
I don't understand.
Any heroin, cocaine?
Cocaine!
Yeah, have you been in touch with
Oh, no!
And what's your favorite restaurant?
My favorite.
I go to Taco Bell all the time.
What do you get at Taco Bell?
I get a crunch wrap, but swap out the beef and get some beans in there.
So
Also swap out the sour cream and the cheese. And yeah.
don't they
put
use
some
eggs in
beans.
their wraps?
I hope they don't.
Yeah,
But
I hope they don't either
I've-
because then that wouldn't be vegan.
I don't know why she was coming at me.
I have seen vegan YouTubers who like go to Taco
Bell's
Bell
like the
and like
go-to place
can make
for
it
me
vegan
vegans.
just to show
Yeah.
people that like it can be like convenient.
I don't know why you guys are trying to
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me about it.
I eat honey, but
Honey isn't vegan.
I think they made me feel like my reason for being a vegan wasn't good enough.
What's your favorite candy? Well, name
Nerds.
one. Name one.
Nerds, Sour
Name-
Patch
just name
Kids.
one.
Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, those aren't vegan.
I thought they were, but okay. Maybe I'm not a vegan. I don't like I don't
Smash dan nogen, din svans! Hvad? Har du fucking problem? Nu er der et problem, mand! Hvad? Hvad fucking opgør ordentligt, mand! Fucking hippier, mand! Hvad? Har du fucking fat i mig
Shut up
igen?
and get your burger. All right.
Ud din mors
All right. You good? You good?
This dude has more testosterone than the whole vegan festival. So if you don't want to eat meat, then fine, that's great. Just get on with your own life. Trying to block people from living their life and going into McDonald's or getting a burger, you're not going to get any fans. You can't control other people. I'm actually convinced at this point that a lot of these people who are out here being activists, they don't actually care about whatever cause they pretend they're fighting for, whether they're vegan or a climate activist. They don't care about any of that. What they care about is getting attention.
Oh, I love pork chops.
You eat pork chops even though the pigs suffer for them?
I love pork chops.
You like suffering animals? You love a bit of suffering? He's been a bacon troll since 1946. It's probably one of Donald Watson's original bacon trolls, and he's still trolling. Oh, that's a pig farm, farrowing shed, where they have their babies. Do you eat bacon?
Yeah.
Do you like animal suffering?
I have them as well.
Do you? Do you like suffering animals, do you? You like eating animal cruelty? Wow. Imagine teaching your kid how to support animal cruelty like that. Pretty noble of him.
I mean, imagine going out in public and shaming people for not following your ideology.
Definitely a big part of our culture, but basically my sign is to say it doesn't align with the Australian morals because animal abuse and murder is immoral, and I would say that most Australians would say animal abuse and murder is immoral.
I think it's a bit either or.
Yeah.
What's that? It's meat. Oh, it's...
Actually, it's someone's flesh. It's not meat, it's someone's flesh.
Can I have some more? Like, it's almost as if that's how the food chain works. Yeah.
No.
Are you living out in the wild? Do you need to eat for survival, or are you a part of the food chain?
Well, I need to eat it so I get my protein and stuff.
I haven't ate animals for 6 years and I'm thriving. I've got some gains here and I don't even work out. Protein though is not a justification for animal abuse and murder. Wouldn't you agree?
Meat also tastes good.
Does taste justify murder?
Sharks murder fish, is that murder?
Well, they're eating for survival. Are you in a survival
They could go and
situation?
eat some kelp, couldn't they?
They're an obligate carnivore. So should we use our moral baseline as a justification for what wild animals do? Because wild animals rape one another, they murder their own species, so should that be a justification for what we do as a human species?
We're omnivores, so we eat both.
But we can thrive on a plant-based diet.
But we thrive more on meat.
Do you have the scientific literature to show me that?
Strange that he didn't want to take the leaflet even when it's handed to him. Maybe it's because he's with his mates. You're right that he seems like an educated and informed guy and open-minded. I hope that he makes the change. You could cook a steak on your forehead, lad. Your hairline is receding that high. Taste justifies murdering someone. Yeah, it's an animal, not a human, so you can't actually murder an animal.
Be fine with someone kicking a dog.
Yeah, my dog would have ate the shit out of him.
No, we're not talking about your dog, just any dog.
You said
you'd be
my
okay.
dog.
No, a dog. Are you okay with someone kicking a dog?
That's not my dog, so.
So you don't care, just because they're not your dog?
No, not really.
So you don't give a shit about other beings and their suffering? Why don't you care? Do you? What would you do if someone was kicking a dog right here, right now?
Well, if it's getting cooked up and eaten,
if it tastes nice, it's alright. If it tastes shit, then it doesn't matter.
So in your mind, taste justifies murdering someone?
Yeah,
slitting their throat, chopping their body up?
Yeah.
No one is gonna accept someone just going up to a dog and kicking a dog for no reason. That's a little bit different than farming animals to then kill them for human consumption, okay? A little bit different. So I don't know why she's trying to make the two seem like they're the same thing, because they're not.
You cannot deny that feminism is a man-hating ideology.
I can deny that.
What is the core tenet of feminism? The patriarchy theory. Do you believe in the patriarchy?
Yeah.
Do you believe in the patriarchy theory?
Yes.
Under patriarchy, are women oppressed?
Yes.
Under patriarchy, are men oppressors?
Yes.
So are you oppressed?
In some ways.
How?
One form of oppression that all women face is subjugation in the form of their sexuality. I think that women are forced to perform their sexuality.
What do you mean by perform their sexuality?
Like, I think that women become sexual objects in the eyes of the patriarchy. I think that a lot of men view themselves that way, and I think that a lot of women are comfortable viewing themselves that way.
Well, that sounds like zero accountability to me. You're putting the blame on men for women sexualizing themselves.
Anything men can do, we can do better. Reject delusions, embrace gender differences.
Correct. Now, where's my sandwich?
I'm a trans guy.
I thought it was Halloween.
And the other day, a new friend of mine, who I can only assume is a cis man, walked up to me and tried to do what I like to call the slap, slide, fist bump greeting thing that guys do. And I had two emotions. One was, yes, I've made it. And the other was, oh God, panic, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what the...
I gotta ask one of my friends who's a man, like, to teach me how to do that properly without panicking, as if I've been doing it for my whole life. And I realized my fiance is a trans woman, which means she was an unwilling spy in the world of guys for the first 19 years of her life.
This is a test on material I haven't studied in years.
Alright, what did you say this is called?
Dab? Or dab?
Stop it. Get some help.
We're with Shell. We're just here to make peace.
If oil companies are bad and animals are good, why are the animals always doing blackface?
Don't give them an audience. Turn the around. You guys are YouTubers, and you guys are also white men that are co-opting this time. You gotta laugh. Do you want to go?
Well, I haven't had a chance to rebut yet.
It's time to go.
You are not welcome.
Sir, you can't put hands on me.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
You're gonna have to get an officer to get me to leave, sir. You're gonna have to get an officer. I got the story right now.
Hey, they're talking to me, man. Hey, they're reading my sign, man. Come on. You are not welcome. Come on, man. Listen, I'm from Cuba, man. You know, gas is we still in the 1950s there. We have a lot of Viva Fidel. Fidel.
And they hurled racial epithets at the oil workers of color. I get 2 miles to the gallon in this MFer right here. Fossil fuels forever!
You are not welcome on this public sidewalk. Get out of here before my feelings get hurt.
Of course, the infamous 50-year-old man who identifies as a 13-year-old girl. That allows Nicholas to swim with the teenage girls. Oh, and by the way, change and shower with them as well. Even though it's against World Aquatic rules, he should be competing in another division, other as in transgender division. It's disgusting, but no, he is so entitled, he insists on swimming with real biological girls. We finally have a definitive answer to where Nicholas Cepeda changes and showers. It is in the girls' dressing room. I saw it myself with my own eyes. He didn't go into the male dressing room. He didn't go into the family dressing room.
Right, check this out. She made a really good point. Okay then, if he decides to identify as a 13-year-old girl, it needs to be taken all the way. He loses all rights and becomes a minor under parental control. He loses his driver's license. He's suspended from working because it violates child labour laws. No more cigarettes or access to alcohol. There needs to be a deep dive into his delusion. But if I was the mother of one of these girls on the swim team, I'd organise a walkout. This is sexual harassment by the school. They should be facing legal actions. People have lost their minds. Wow.
How long have y'all been together?
30-something years.
Okay, decades. Do y'all trust each other 100%?
Sure.
Maybe we test the theory.
Go ahead.
You got about 10 seconds.
Swap phones.
What's that?
Y'all two swap phones?
Swap phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
With who? With him?
I was just gonna say I'll swap with him.
Oh yeah, of course. Y'all swap. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's go through Snapchat.
No, I don't want to open my phone and put it on.
Why not?
I mean, I'll show it to him. I don't want to go on there.
Oh, it won't go. Like we won't show the message.
Yeah.
Swipe to the left.
Swipe to the left.
Yeah. No, that's the right.
Yeah.
This is left.
Yes.
Swipe to the left.
Yes. Okay.
I'm not trying to look through your phone.
Okay. Yeah.
We're just seeing if you text anybody and being loyal to your husband. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah. Ain't nothing. Who is Stefan?
Okay.
You want to do it?
No.
Have you ever heard of a game called Werewolf?
No.
Everyone gets a piece of paper. It's either got villager written on it, but 2 have the word werewolf. Someone runs the game to make sure no one's cheating, and they go, okay, it's nighttime, everyone close your eyes. Werewolves choose someone to kill, and the werewolves go. They say, okay, everyone close your eyes, it's morning time, open them again. During the night, Francis was killed. There's then a conversation, and this is where it gets interesting, between all the villagers and the 2 werewolves over who the werewolves are. Then at the end of the day, the villagers have to decide who they're going to kill, and they say, well, we're going to kill Constantine. It's revealed by the person running the game, I'm afraid Constantine was a villager. And the game continues. The villagers win the game if they kill both werewolves. The werewolves win the game if they kill all but 2 villagers. And the werewolves usually win. The game was invented by a student of sociology in Russia who wanted to prove his thesis that an uninformed majority will always lose a battle of information against an informed minority. So that just shows when you have hidden information, you can completely manipulate a large group of people.
See, that's actually a pretty good example of society and how people sort of turn against each other when they don't have the information, and then people fight against each other, but then you've got a few people at the top most likely just pulling all the strings, and they know the truth and they're getting people to fight against each other to divide them. That's basically what happens in society.